Entergalactic. Who all here has seen that? Finished it?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I've watched an hour.
I'm at the same point as Cam, but I don't know if George, you wanted to give your quick thoughts on it since you were at the premiere, so kind of flex that and tell us what your overall thoughts were. And Cam, if you have anything, I know you're not done with it. I'm not done yet either, but I'm almost done.
Yeah, I'll flex the premiere as well. It was at the Paris Theater in New York. Pretty small premiere compared to these massive Marvel ones you see in LA, but just grateful that I was invited to a premiere. The premiere was cool. They put on a pretty nice event. Kid Cudi showed up. He gave like a little speech before the movie played. And then, hit Kid Cudi along with the director, and most of the cast was at the after party as well. So it was just cool to be in the same room as them. The movie itself is good. I gave it my classic 3.5 out of 5-star rating. I thought it was very above average film. I do enjoy that style of animation, and there is a lot of comparison to the Spider-Verse, which makes sense. But like you said, Tyler, the animation does feel very choppy, almost stop motion at points. And I do understand that critique, because even while I was watching the movie, I was like, this kind of looks a little too cut up a little. But the movie it's nothing we haven't seen before. It's a classic love story, love that shouldn't happen. They fall. There's the classic montage of them falling in love. There's the downfall. There's them, not to spoil it, rekindling their relationship, blah, blah, blah. But like I said in my TikTok review, I just think adding Kid Cudi's very psychedelic lens to it, adding this hip hop background with these very cool, shots of the galaxy, just made for a very unique and creative telling of an otherwise decent story that we've seen a million times. So I thought 3.5 out of 5 stars was pretty fair. I didn't even rate this movie, and I'm going to vent a little bit, please. I didn't even rate this movie that highly. Even on my TikTok review, I mentioned, it's something we've seen before, blah, blah, blah. I still get so many comments. Oh, you're just paid to make this review. And that is just the most infuriating fucking comments ever. Because no, I've never once been paid to post a review. God forbid even before I saw the movie with Victoria, I told Victoria, I was like, if I post a good review, people are going to comment telling me I got paid to post this review. And I didn't even post that shining a review. Entergalactic is sitting at the 35 spot of my ranking of 2022 movies. It's not even that high. That's my event.
Top 35, you sell out.
What?
Top 35, you sell out. You
How dare I?
So far, I've been enjoying it so far. Not quite done with it yet, but I saw some TikToks, just not from Movie Talk, of people saying, because it was a movie that came out by Kid Cudi, but it also went in tandem with his album he released, which was the soundtrack of the movie. And I saw a lot of people on music TikTok, I have a lot of those on my For You page, saying oh, this new Kid Cudi album is trash. And I never listened to it. I don't really seek out his music, but watching the movie, I've been really enjoying the soundtrack and the music, and I think that's why it's just such a cool artistic vision of him taking this animated film and his album and blending them together. And maybe, who knows, if I listened to the album without the movie, maybe I would be like, now this is pretty mid. But watching it with the movie, I feel like it just adds so much to it. And it's overall just such a cool thing that's just one human can do. It's just oh, I have this album. I'm going to make a movie about it, animated movie, have a premiere. That's just so cool that one person's capable of doing that. It's sweet.
It's got pretty high praise so far, hasn't it? It's 3.9 on Letterboxd.
It's very, it's being very, in the grand scheme of ratings, I'm in the minority in rating it.
Yeah, exactly.
Than a 4 out
but
of
you're
5.
the one who's being paid to review it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But to your point about the music, Tyler, I will say, and I do have so much Kid Cudi bias, because Man on the Moon 1 and 2 are just 2 of my all-time favorite. I fucking love those albums. Entergalactic, by Kid Cudi standards, is a very experimental album. It's very LSD laced kind of compared to his typical OG rap. So I think a lot of people were just turned off by that, because obviously you have an artist that has just consistently been very good, and now he's dropping this experimental album. It's going to turn a lot of people off. So if you're not that big of a Kid Cudi fan, I think you're going to enjoy Entergalactic, the album. If you are a huge Kid Cudi fan, you might just take it personally. It's like Star Wars with Star Wars movies. They just can't like any new project because it's not the originals.
Yeah, true. I I said I'm an hour in, right? I don't like the animation, to be honest with you. And I sent the message. I was like, am I an idiot for not liking this animation? But as I've sat with it more, like I still don't like it's so choppy, man. It looks like it is Into the Spider-Verse-esque, but it's so choppy and looks not fluid at all, like a stop motion movie almost. And it's really throwing me, honestly. But I like the movie otherwise. I still think it looks good. Like the shots are good. It's just like when it's just two people talking and they're walking like this, I'm like, stop. Yeah, it frustrates me a little, but it's okay.
I can be pretty picky with animation. That's why I brought up in the group chat. I don't know. Have any of you seen Flea, which was nominated for Best Animated Movie last year?
Is that the Middle Eastern animation?
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Okay, well, I'm on my own here, but I'll just go on my little totem pole here. But the story itself was so incredible, but the animation is so elementary, just similar. Like I'd even call the animation worse than Entergalactic. That it's just like it's such a good story and so impactful and so heartfelt, but it's just not the best medium for me. Like, why are you going to take this like awesome, incredible story? Like, I feel like it would have been better for like a podcast, or I don't know, I don't know. It's just weird when they take such great stories and they just give such B-level, C-level animation to it, and then I'm just like,
it's just budgets, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's how they wanted to make it, though. Like, I'm sure Kid Cudi had enough budget to make a more fluid. I think that's what they wanted. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
You said Flea was animated or nominated for Best Animated Picture?
Yes.
I think that's to the story. It's very highly rated.
And Best International.
Well, that's fine.
Film.
It's 29 minutes. That's not a movie.
No, it's like an hour and a half. That might be like a short film.
I'm gonna send you guys a picture. I'm an idiot. Oh my God, I wasn't reading. So an hour is on the top line, and then it cuts down to the next line, and it says 29 minutes.
God, Cam's the type of dude to see a 2-hour 1-minute movie and be like, "What's this movie in theaters 1 minute for?"
Dude, look at this picture I'm sending you guys. Sorry, this is bad podcasting, but maybe you can see it on the YouTube video. That's my bad, everyone. All right, back to. Sorry for derailing us again.
Well, we'll end it there on Entergalactic.